He's got his head in the clouds. For real. Wilson Schmall loves to make Jack Johnson feel like a total loser. And Jack's had it. That's how he ended up down at the beach. In the creepy old abandoned house. In the dark trying to hide from Wilson. But everything's about to change. Because Jack just took up the coolest book. It's called Flying Lessons. It tells humans how they can learn to fly. Poor Jack. He just wanted to get back at Wilson. Now that Jack's learned to fly, things down on Earth are getting really scary.
Welcome back to Goosebumps Overviews, the show where we talk about Goosebump books and judge them on their merit. Tonight's episode is book number 52, How I Learned to Fly. Now this is another special book because it's not really memorable when it comes to Goosebump books. It's not one you hear too much about when you think about all the infamous Goosebump books. And, well, I guess we're really in for a surprise for this one. It might have something new, unique, and, it's gonna suck, isn't it? The cover is... I don't know where to start with this one. When I was a little kid, I purchased this, thinking it was gonna be a sequel to Monster Blood. And mainly that idea came along because of the fucking shoes this guy is wearing. It's about the same shoes as the kid's wearing in Monster Blood 3 on the cover. And for some reason, a stupid kid me was thinking, oh, shoes. They're both wearing the same shoes. That must mean they're related to each other. I don't know why I thought that, but apparently I did. I thought it was going to be like a surprise sequel or something. Yeah, I was a retard as a kid. But enough about that. As we can see, the book is called How I Learned to Fly, and it appears that a kid is flying. I mean, I guess. I mean, he could be just dangling from a hang glider, because we don't know. We only see the kid's feet. And, what's up with the seagulls? I mean, seriously, what is up with these seagulls? These are some pretty scary-looking seagulls, my god. And there are no seagulls in this book. Yeah, you might be reading this and thinking, oh, obviously San Francisco gets attacked by the seagulls, and only Flying Kid can stop them. No, you're way off on that if that's what you think. Nope, no seagulls in this story, not even as a one-chapter scare. No seagulls in this. So that is a lie. The Flying Kid's true, though, so you got that going for you. This book stars the character Jack Johnson. I mean, Stein, could you have picked a more average name? That's like one step above John Smith. Come on, man. But I guess he figured that might have a normal name compared to the name of the antagonist of this book, Wilson Shamali. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that one, but it is rather weird. At least the last name there. But anyway, our character Jack Johnson is your average type of kid. He's a nice guy. He likes letting people win. He doesn't really care too much about winning. And he's just an overall chilled sort of dude. And like I said, he doesn't really care about winning, except when it comes to Wilson. You see, Wilson is better than Jack. Better at everything. Bowling, racing, basketball, any type of sport, any type of game, Wilson is there to one-up Jack. Even when it comes to the ownership of items or going places, Wilson is better. Jack has a fun, smart dog. Wilson has a better dog. There's like at one point where Jack's like, oh, I taught my dog to To stand up. I taught my dog to roll over. And Wilson comes around. He's like, "Whoa, well, I taught my dog to answer the phone." What? Okay. Cool. You retarded or something? But seriously, though, Wilson is better than Jack at a lot of things throughout this book. And it infuriates Jack to no end. Wilson's better than me, and I know he's not. It's kind of one of those, you probably met this guy in elementary school. It's that one kid that thinks he's better than you in every way. You'll be like, "Oh, I have $50 in my bank." He's like, "Oh yeah? Well, I got $100. Well, did I say $50? I mean, I have $150 in my bank. Oh yeah? Well, I have infinity dollars." We've all met that guy. I've met quite a few of those guys in elementary school. This guy's a middle school. Come on. At some point, you gotta realize no one cares. But these kids care for a totally different reason. And it's reasonable. Girls. Jack is interested in this girl named Mia. Wilson seems interested in this girl named Mia. And it's kind of a contest for her affections. In a sort of way. And Mia is kind of drawn between both of them. And at one point, she invites Jack and Wilson to her birthday party. Wilson and Jack go. Jack gets Mia a CD. Wilson gets Mia 2 tickets to her favorite band. Man, Jack just cannot win. Jack gets really upset and he throws a fit, causing him to run away from the party, in tears, while his friends chase after him, including Mia, begging for him to come back. And Jack being a little wimp. He goes and runs and hides in this abandoned house. By the way, are there any abandoned houses in beach towns? That seems a little foreign to me. The story takes place in Malibu, and the fact that a beachfront property is abandoned, now that just doesn't make too much sense to me. Because even if it was abandoned and in disrepair, there's going to be hobos living in there. And let's say there's going to be some person who comes along and buys it, for a fixer-upper. There's no way a house would be abandoned for that long. That aside, Jack hides in this house, and he manages to stay hidden for a good amount of time until he crashes through the floor and finds an interesting book in the basement. A book titled Flying Lessons. But this book doesn't teach you how to fly aviary devices. Oh, no. This teaches you how to fly, how humans can fly. And Jack basically follows the instructions and learns how to fly. He cooks up this... It teaches you how to, make this mixture. You have to do these exercises, and I guess you can fly if you do that. Kind of weird. And Jack is finally excited. For the first time in his life, he's going to be better at Wilson than something. He's going to show up Wilson, because he's going to fly in front of Mia, and Mia's going to be like, "Wow, you know how to fly." And Wilson won't be able to beat him in this in any way. Until Wilson learns how to fly. Man, Jack just cannot catch a break here. He challenges Wilson to a race, and Wilson just flies ahead of him and still beats him. That is so sad. Poor Jack. Good lord, man. I laughed my ass off. I'm like, this... If I was Jack, I would just fucking murder this guy. Get a baseball bat, hit him on the back of the head. But you know what? Guarantee you that Wilson would probably be better at Jack than that too. But yeah, the story is not that scary. If anything, it feels like a 80s romance adventure novel. That's kind of what I got from it. It gave me that 80s Goonies vibe, a lot of this. Because, it's just kind of an adventure, slight romance, slight buddy thing going on. Not really goosebumpy. I think there's one scene with rats that I guess would scare kids, but other than that, that's about it, really. There are, as more and more people find out the fact that Jack can fly, he gets some unwanted attention, and I guess, it's kind of a whole fame is fearful type of thing. I guess that's okay. But it's not really scary, it's not really Goosebumps. But despite all that, it's still an actually interesting story with interesting and real characters. Even though it's Goosebumps, the characters are still compelling and interesting to some degree. I can kind of appreciate that. So, yeah, I don't really hate this book, but I don't really like this book either. It's just kind of I like it, even though it's not what it said it was going to be. So, I'm kind of torn with this one. Okay, so spoilers for the ending. Jack can fly, Wilson can fly, and they are famous. Scientists want to do experiments on Jack. People are constantly stopping Jack. The fame has consumed his life. So Wilson and Jack are supposed to be doing this one huge race that they're gonna win millions of dollars if they fly up to the Hollywood sign and back, do a big race with that. And Jack all of a sudden loses his powers. He can't fly anymore. So his life pretty much returns to normal. But it turns out he lied about that. He basically wins. For the first time, he actually beats Wilson. By faking that he just couldn't fly anymore, he gets to spend more time with Mia and not have to deal with Wilson ever again. Because Wilson's life is so consumed with the ability to fly with all these tests. He's so tired he has no chance to even talk to Mia. So Jack gets the girl, Jack gets the friends, and Wilson is no longer an issue. I really like this ending. It actually gives us a win for our protagonist in a place that we didn't expect. Unlike a lot of Goosebump books where it seems to punish these characters for ever wanting to one-up somebody. So, yeah, I like the ending. It is a really good ending. It's a good philosophical book, really. Now, for scoring this book, I'm a little bit divided because, like I said, it's not your average Goosebump book, but it has interesting character developments and interesting conclusions. So, I've debated on this a bit. I'm gonna have to give this book a 6 out of 10. Just because I know some people aren't going to be expecting this with a Goosebump book. It's not really horror-based, but it's a good, interesting look at character development for children. And, well, yeah, I just really enjoyed that a bit. It's a bit of a change of pace. I know a lot of people don't seem to like this one, but it has its good moments. Just not scary like it was. It's not scary like it was hinted at. It's not scary like a Goosebump book is supposed to be. 6 out of 10. So guys, that was my review on How I Learned to Fly. I hope you enjoyed, and that was weird. There are noises outside my chicken coop right now. Oh, fucking hate chickens. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to stay tuned for next episode when I... Oh, fuck. Sounds like something's in the chicken coop again. Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
Mary and Joseph.